Hello and welcome to another Friday reading vlog. Probably the last Friday reading vlog of 2022. And this one, it's gonna be Christmassy. So, as you'll know, I feel like I keep saying this, I'm not doing Vlogmas this year. So there's no weekly vlogs for Vlogmas this year, which is a shame because I very much enjoy watching them back, but there's just no time for that. But today, we're going to fit a lot of weekly vlog Christmassy content into this here Friday reading vlog. I'm going to read a Christmassy book. I'm going to change these bed sheets into new Christmassy bed sheets. I'm going to wear something Christmassy. We're going to open our advent calendar. It's David's turn today. I'm going to read a Christmassy book. I've already said that. I'm going to have a Christmassy bath. Might even have something Christmassy for dinner. We haven't got any dinner plans for tonight. Strictly's on tonight. It's confusing. It's Friday, but there's a football match on tomorrow night. Is England playing tomorrow night, David?
No, they're not playing till Saturday.
Why have they moved Strictly forward then?
I don't know, but maybe just as because I think it would have been Saturday had they come second.
Oh.
So maybe they kind of had both camps.
So yeah, so I guess we'll go and start by picking out the Christmas book that I'm going to read today and picking out the question. And I know there to be a Christmas question in there, so that's going to be the question we answer. Minnie's in disgrace because she's just bit me. She's there looking at me like nothing ever happened. I know David is absolutely chomping at the bit to get the advent calendar open. David, you know what you could do that would make the advent calendar open quicker?
Wait for you to get it?
No, make me a cup of tea.
Why would that make it quicker?
Because otherwise I've got to make a cup of tea before we open it.
Why?
Because I've got to film another bit. That's how I do these things. I then go and film a Christmas. I then go and film me making a cup of tea. Get in there, boy. I'm going to make a cup of tea. See you in a bit. David's taking care of the tea making situation, but I normally show.
Even though she's in the kitchen next to the kettle.
Well, I always show. God, it does smell like garlic in it.
Yeah.
I always show the Christmassy mugs we've got, and David's not. Weirdly, he's not using a set of Christmassy mugs. But I'll show you them.
Well, no, because we used them all day yesterday, so they need to be washed.
This is well, you could have used the other one of this though to be matching. This is one from John Lewis. David's mum got it for us one. Oh, he's changed his mind. So we're using the set from John Lewis. I've got the cat one, and David's got the penguin one. And it's the two penguins pulling a cracker. David's mum bought them for us one Christmas Eve, didn't she? Yeah. Let's get in there and get cosy. Oh. We both got matching pyjamas on as well. These are from Marks and Spencer's 2 or 3 years ago. They've got polar bears on. They were in the menswear range. Snotty, right, come on. The remnants of last night's sofa. Let's make it look a little bit cosier, shall we? I've still got to fix. One of the baubles came off of here, so I've still got to fix that one, which I will do today. Also, these are all of David's toys that congregate up this end of the sofa, which is my end of the sofa. And they all fall on me while I'm trying to sit and enjoy a bit of cosy time. But I do still love him. There we go. That looks a little bit cosier, doesn't it? Well, I was going to get comfy here, but I actually will probably just go straight over and pick my books for the day. And the card, and then I can sit here and David can come and open his advent calendar thing, which he's quite excited about. So I'll go and pick the books. Come with. Cool, so I'd like to, I mean, these are all my Christmas books. How exciting. You've probably already seen my Christmas TBR. I'd like to read a book in a day today. And so I need to look at like the sort of thinner ones. So if you've got Christmas in the Alps or We Wish You a Merry Christmas, I think I might opt for a Ukrainian Christmas. Look how pretty that is. So I think I'm going to go for that. And then also, I've already started reading Make Your Mind This Christmas. So I'm going to take that as well. Now that does free up a little bit more space. So maybe we'll slot in the old Christmas library. There we go, that's better. I sort of want to browse. I'm going to browse this as well, you know. And I'm going to browse Advent. Let's go and talk about them. Oh, I need another space for another one up here. Should we put in Anton de Beck? Will that fit in? Nope. we'll put in Christmas days. There we go. Pop Anton back down there.
Right.
And also, we need to bring the lit chat cards as well. But before I show you the books.
Oh, isn't it?
I know. Well, I'm showing this. Before I show you the books, David has come in saying, what have you been saying?
That's my present.
I want my present is actually what he was saying, not the more polite, where is my present?
No time for politeness.
He's been saying I want my present. This advent calendar, which is hanging on our picture hooks above our sofa, where our sofa is during the winter. We're normally quite big on advent calendars in this house, aren't we? The past 2 years I've had the Lush one, which has been lovely, Lush. We always do each other one with different presents and stuff like that. What did you have last year?
I had a popcorn one last year.
The popcorn one, which was rubbish. But David always has a chocolate one as well, which he hasn't got this year. Yeah. But we've gone back to basics this year. Not quite back to basics because I haven't got a Kinnerton one from when I was younger. But this is just the one advent calendar between us this year. We've got a present every other day. So I had my present yesterday, and I got the Kewpie mayonnaise, which by the way is lovely.
It's nice.
And David's got a present today. Now we've bought all of these presents from our. I mean, he's cool. Stop hitting, scratching and biting us today.
Not us, just Lauren.
Just me. So all of these gifts that we've got here, someone was only going to.
She was having a right old peep in there.
All of these gifts we've got up there are bought from our local farm shop, which we thought was quite a nice little idea to support a local business. Cool. Meow, meow, meow. And it actually worked out loads cheaper.
Yeah, definitely. Compared to how much we normally end up spending.
So, and that way we should have a month of delicious little snackums, and we're supporting a local business. So, as I said, win-win. I had the Kewpie mayonnaise yesterday. It's David's turn today. I'll get down here, and then we'll watch him open it. Number 2.
Is that number 2?
It's underneath something. Careful, yeah, careful. A lot of these seem to be quite heavy jars. There it is, don't open it yet. There we go. What do you think it could be, David? Show the boys and girls at home what you think it could be.
Don't know, a book. No, it's not going to be a book. I have absolutely no idea.
They didn't sell books in the farm.
I mean, obviously, I'm always going to assume it might be some sort of chocolatey item.
You think it could be a chocolatey item?
Could be, because I've got a bit of a sweet tooth.
You don't know which camera to look at, do you?
No.
Let's have a look. What's he got? Second day of the advent calendar.
Second day. Santa's coming.
What is it?
I think it is chocolate. Oh, it's a chocolate winter one. Oh, that's very cute.
Let's have a look.
So you make a chocolate reindeer and a chocolate sleigh.
Isn't that cute?
That's very cute.
And you're going to make that later, aren't you?
Well,
and test it.
I'll test it. I mean, it's not going to last long.
No, but it's a Christmassy, nice moment.
It will be a nice 10 seconds. Thank you, Bubba. That's very cute.
There we go.
I like that a lot.
So very pleasing for David.
Yeah, that's cute. I like it.
Lovely. You can make that a bit later on and then eat it.
Yep.
Nice. Cool. Okay, well, I guess I'll show you my books. You can go now if you want, or are you going to sit here for a bit?
No, I'm going to go.
I'll just sit in amongst all my toy mates that I love having down this end.
Yep. You've not mentioned it before.
There they all are, all fallen over. Lovely. Right, okay, well let's show you the books that I'm planning on reading. So as I said, I want to read one book today, a whole book in a day, which would be lovely. And I think that book will be A Ukrainian Christmas by Nadia Gerbish and Yaroslav Hertzak. This is a non-fiction book that was actually published before the war on Ukraine, but has been republished with proceeds going to I can never get this full sentence out. Emergency Committee Ukraine Humanitarian Appeal. And yeah, it tells of the sort of history of Christmas in Ukraine and the things that they eat and stuff like that. I love hearing about different Christmases, so I thought this would be great, and then I can sort of relay back to you some different Christmassy stuff that happens in Ukraine. So hoping to read that today, get that finished today. I'm going to start that in a minute with my cup of tea. And then I'm also already reading Make You Mine This Christmas by Lizzie Huxley-Jones. I started it yesterday and I'm 74 pages in. I'm really enjoying this. This is a sort of classic in some ways, classic sort of romance book set at Christmas, visiting a family you don't know for Christmas. But in other ways, it's got a lot of diversity and representation in here, which doesn't normally happen. The main character we're following, Haf, she's autistic, and she is fake dating a lad that she's met at one Christmas party, and he's having a bit of a rough time of it, and she's having a bit of a rough time of it, and she's got nowhere to go for Christmas, so they've decided to fake date for Christmas, and she's falling for his sister. And yeah, I mean, well, I assume the person, so I know she falls for her sister because of this line. She's met someone in a bookshop. It's just got very nice sort of like Christmas references, very recent, very much enjoying it. So when I get finished with this, I will start on this. And then I've also got a book, so 3 books today. I've also got a book that I got for Christmas Eve last year, and that's Advent, Recipes and Crafts for the Countdown to Christmas by Kirsty Niehoff and Laura Fleiter. And this book I got for Christmas Eve last year. As I said about the Christmas mugs, David's mum does us an adorable little Christmas box and on Christmas Eve. And in the box last year was this book. So it's got some Christmas recipes, it's got some Christmas crafts. Oh my God, I'm already maple roasted veggies with polenta. I might have a look in here and see if I can find something for dinner, because we haven't got any dinner plans tonight. Oh, winter salad with honey nuts. Baked flatbread with kale and salami or smoked tofu. I would have the smoked tofu. Yeah, I might have a look and see if there's anything I can have in here for dinner tonight, because we haven't got anything for dinner. And then we've got the question. Now, as I said, like normally, whenever I pick these questions, I always select them randomly. However, I know there to be, where's the ones that we've already done? There's the ones we've already done. I know there to be a Christmas one in here. So we're not going to get a chance to do it any other time of the year. So let me sort through and find the Christmas one. I'm sure it's a Christmas Carol, which, by the way, always comes up. And now is not. Like whenever I'm shuffling, it always comes up. So this is probably the only time you'll see me work through these. Is it going to be at the end? It's literally, oh, A Christmas Carol. I've got it here. So there's the A Christmas Carol one. So let me put all of these back in, and then we'll read the question, and then we can answer that at the end. Feels like it's been ages since I've done a Friday reading vlog, but I've got a feeling I might have done one last week, so I don't know why it is feeling like it's been ages. So the A Christmas Carol question is, it's the holiday season, and instead of spending it with your family, you can disappear into a festive tale of your choice. Which tale do you choose? It's the holiday season, and instead of spending it with your family, you can disappear into a festive tale of your choice. Which tale do you choose? Now, we'll be answering this at the end of the video, but if you have your answers, then do put them in the comments down below, because I love reading people's answers to these. And yeah, we can compare and contrast. So, David, you might even want to answer this.
What's that, Papa?
It's the holiday season, and instead of spending it with your family, you can disappear into a festive tale of your choice. Which tale do you choose? You don't need to answer it now. You can think about it all.
Tale?
You can think about, or just a Christmassy period in a book.
Okay.
You can think about it. Think about it. So that's that, and I guess I will now get comfy in amongst all my mates and have a little read. Also, that pillow doesn't really lend for sort of coziness, but let's start with A Ukrainian Christmas. And the first line is, there we go. As I said, the book you are holding in your hands was published in Ukraine a year before the onset of the full-scale Russia-Ukraine war. So I've just read the first chapter. Well, it wasn't the first chapter, so it was the first part, which is actually like the foreword, which is basically an overview of what we're to expect in this book. And yeah, as I said, it gives you a sort of overview. Already facts that I didn't realise, that Christmas was banned in the USSR until the end of the Soviet Union in 1991, so that recently. There's a lot in here about the war, because that is this bit has been added on to the book since it was originally published. But there's also stuff in there about Ukraine following 2 Christmases, one that honoured both Eastern and Western traditions, and yeah, I think there's going to be a lot to learn in here, which I'm very, very excited. It is interspersed with the most beautiful photography, the most beautiful illustrations. So to start with, we've got this page, which is like an advent calendar type thing with different doors on, which I absolutely love. And each of the styles is so different, because then we've got this sort of more traditional looking painting, I guess, which is honouring different Christmas traditions or different religions. And then at the bottom of these, they've got like, it's just so beautifully pulled together, it's just gorgeous. But I'm about to start When is Christmas, and that opens with explaining that Christmas in Ukraine is celebrated twice, so on the 25th of December and the 7th of January. Just when you think it's over, there's more Christmas. So yeah, I haven't drunk any of my tea because I was engrossed in that, but let's read a little bit more, shall we? It's time for my Christmassy bath. I've got this bath bomb that I've been waiting to use from Wide Eye, but I needed to wait because I wanted to include it in my Christmas gift guide. I will link this actual bath bomb down below, but this is peak Christmas. It smells so spicy and festive, and it's got this star anise in it and all this glitter. And yeah, Wide Eye are featuring in my Christmas gift guide, which you may well have already seen, but I'll link this particular bath bomb down below. And then I've also got Christmassy items. This Christmas soap from Lush, which is Satsuma and cranberry, and then this Christmas scrub bar, which is orangey, but I can't remember the name of that, but that's from Wide Eye as well, so I'll link that and the soap down below as well. So you can recreate a Christmas bath with me. And then I've just got a couple of candles on, and yeah, I'm absolutely wrecking my brains, because as I fell asleep last night, literally as I was falling asleep, I thought of something really important that I needed to remember for the wedding. And I thought, write it down or say something to David. I was literally like, you know, when you're just sort of about to drop off, and I thought, no, that's so important. There's no way I'll forget that. Oh, someone at the door, David. And I've bloody forgotten it. So unless, the only other thing is that I was just in a dream and I was thinking things were more important than they weren't. But I will continue to rack my brains all day long. I think that might be my Boots order, which has got my wedding makeup on it.
Morning, Maddie. Cheers, thank you very much, thank you.
Is it from Boots? Oh, there's loads of books. Oh, I'll show you those in a bit. My outfit is so 90s today. I've got this second-hand jumper on that I got from a second-hand shop in Folkestone. It says Christmas on the Green, downtown Pica. And yeah, it's a bit slightly over, oh, I mean, I'll show you my face. It's slightly oversized on me, so I always feel like that's a bit sort of like 90s, like 90s mum. And then I've got pink cords on with a belt, and it tucked in, and it just, and everything's just like a little bit too big. I feel very sort of like Princess Diana. We've been watching The Crown recently, and I keep seeing Princess Diana in like oversized jumpers and big black belts and on jeans and stuff. So yeah, I've read, I've just had a lovely bath and read up until the Christmas tree. So I've learned all sorts of things about the nativity scene, about feasting, about carols. One thing I did learn is that the carol of the Bells, which is probably, well, for me, most famously known from appearing in Home Alone, that was originally a Ukrainian Christmas carol that got adapted. But yeah, I've been learning a lot. It's very much steeped in religion, I think, because, well, Christmas obviously is very much steeped in religion, was very much steeped in religion, now has become much more sort of as a tradition or even a commercial thing. But yeah, I'm finding this very, very interesting. And like I said, I laid in the bath for a long time and read quite a lot of it. So I've got less than 50 pages to go now. I haven't employed a bookmark for any of this, so I need to employ a bookmark for that. So there's that. Now, as I said, there was a door knock as I was about to get into the bath, and all of this stuff got dropped off from UPS. Now, some of it feels quite bookish, so I'm going to open it. I haven't ordered any books. Oh yes, I have. Oh my god, I only ordered these literally yesterday. So I ordered books from the Waterstones website yesterday. I can't believe they're here already. That's insane. Yeah, wow. Okay, well, here are some Christmas. These must all be Christmas books then that I've ordered. So all of these are children's books that I've ordered. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. So I've got some for my niece and some for children that I know. I can't believe these are here already. And also, I don't think I ordered these until a bit later on in the day either. So lots and lots of children's books that I've ordered. And actually, I was thinking I might do a bit of wrapping later so that I can distribute these children's books to the people who have the children. Although one of them's for my niece, and obviously I'll be seeing her on Christmas Day. I can't get over that. When also, compared with the trouble that I've had from Waterstones recently with ordering, oh, this one's been open already. Cool, right, okay, so yeah, so that's all a whole host of children's books that I've ordered. Lovely, right. Okay, so I've got a range of sort of like toddlers up to sort of school age children. I've got a little tiny one, my friend Emily's daughter. I've just got her this little thing. That's Not My Robin, Its Chest Is Too Soft. I mean, we've seen these books around, and yeah, she'll very much enjoy that. I can only hope that she doesn't own this already. But yeah, it's lovely. And I don't know if this is a Waterstones exclusive thing, but all of the pages are red foil, so that's lovely. Then I've got for Molly, my goddaughter. She's really into the Isadora Moon books that I actually bought her a set of for her birthday a couple of years ago. And when we were in Bath, my cousin Laura bought for her daughter. She's been really into the Isadora Moon books as well. This book, which is very much set out like the Isadora Moon books, but is about cats. So this is Kitty and the Star Stone Robber, and it's got all this foiling and stuff like that. And I think Molly will really like that because she likes to read books with her mum of an evening. Then I've got the Stompy Storus by Rachel Bright and Chris Chatterton. This I've ordered for my niece. She loves dinosaurs. Although I don't know, these are sort of interchangeable, I guess. So this I've also ordered, which is the Smeds and the Smoos by Julia Donaldson and Axel Sheffield. This is the Scheffler, this is the more recent Julia Donaldson. This has been on TV apparently, so that could also go to her. And then I've got 10 Little Penguins by Mike Brownlow and Simon Rickety. So I've got 3 kids of the same age, and I can distribute this at these 3 as necessary. So yeah, I will probably wrap those up later on. Although one of these, whichever one I end up picking for my niece, I'm going to do a Christmas Pass the Parcel, Christmas book Pass the Parcel to do around the table, because my niece loves Pass the Parcel, and I've got everybody a book for Christmas, as I always do. And I thought that would be quite fun to do a Pass the Parcel around the table. So whichever one of these I end up picking for my niece, I will put in the Pass the Parcel, which is exciting. These are bigger than I thought they would be. So there we go. Still astonished that they've arrived within a day. Next job on the list of jobs to do, list of Christmas jobs, is I want to change the Royal Mail are here now as well, and they've been on strike for 2 days, so I imagine there's a few bits to arrive today, including, I know that my makeup is coming. Oh no, they're not, they're simply picking up the Royal Mailman. Anyway, the next job is to change my bed sheets. So we've had these ones on, which though are Christmassy, I sort of have these from November into December because I think they're more sort of wintry with berries and holly and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna choose now which ones I'm gonna use. I think I might use the Sainsbury's one that I got last year because I only had them on once last year, so let me get those for you. So here's one of the pillowcases. So it's sort of like a snowy street scene with ice skating and Christmas trees and all sorts like that. And obviously it's very red, so I'm going to use my red brushed cotton sheets, as in like fitted sheet and pillow cover for the others. Now, because it's been so cold, and actually it's set to get a little bit colder because I've just checked the weather and it's going to be 0 degrees next week on Thursday, Friday and Saturday. We've been having a blanket on top of the bed sheets as well. But I think I might swap this blanket out for another blanket that I've got in there, just so that we're keeping it just looking different and fresh in here. So that's the next job. In terms of listening at the moment, so I've started listening to, as I always do every December, Christmas Days by Jeanette Winterson, which is a collection of 12 Christmas stories and 12 sort of like Christmassy excerpts, which looks like this. I believe it's only available on Audible, I think. But I listened to the first story from that yesterday because it was the first. Today is the second. And it's Mrs. Winterson's mince pie. So as I said, there's stories and then there's sort of like excerpts which normally, which always include a recipe. And this is only 10 minutes long today. So that will probably take me the time to change the sheets. And then from Libby, I've got, because obviously I'm going to want to listen to something Christmassy. I think my bell's about to go. No, he's got in, so it might be about to go. I've got a few Christmassy audiobooks from Libby. And I imagine I'll start one of those. 2 are by Sue Moorcroft. One is called A White Christmas on Winter Street by Sue Moorcroft, and the other one's called Let It Snow. And then I've also got Home Sweet Christmas by Susan Mallory. The Winter of Second Chances, which I don't think is Christmassy, I think it's more wintry, so I might leave that for a little bit later on. And then I've got A Child's Christmas in Wales, which is the Christmas poem by Dylan Thomas, but that's only 47 minutes long. So I should start, they didn't even know, I've just had a text saying it's just been delivered. So maybe after I've listened to the Jeanette Winterson, I'll start on one of these. Maybe I'll do the one that I've got for longer. Oh, do you know what? I'll start Home Sweet Christmas by Susan Mallory. It's 10 hours long. I've got it for 13 days, so I need to do roughly about an hour a day. And there's 5 people waiting for that, whereas there's not 5 people waiting for any of the other ones I've got. So, or shall I try A White Christmas on Winter Street? Well, let's try. I'll try one of those. I'll see how I get on with the narrators. But let's get changing the old... Let me go and get my parcel in first, because that's got my makeup in. Right. I feel like it's just parcel day today, but I guess it is, seeing as the Royal Mail have been on strike. Right, okay, so I've spent quite a lot on makeup, but it is my wedding day, and I want my makeup to last the whole day. So I'm having my makeup done on the day of my wedding day. But the... Oh, I've got to... save £10 when you spend £20 on number 7. Oh, that might come in handy. Can I do that online? Only in stores, but I am planning on going Christmas shopping next week, so maybe I'll get something for my mum's stocking to go using that. Yeah, so I'm getting my makeup done on the day of my wedding, but she couldn't fit me in on the day of the party, so I'm having to do my own makeup. So I wanted stuff to last, and I've been really cutting back on my spending this year, which I've been elated about. So Fenty Beauty is the makeup that I've been using recently. I've been really getting on very well with it. It's a makeup brand by Rihanna, and it's all cruelty free, and I ensure that all of my makeup is cruelty free. I've also got a setting spray from Urban Decay here, who are also cruelty free, because I've been told that apparently a setting spray is key to keep makeup on my face. I've tried setting sprays before and I didn't think they worked all that well, but apparently this one's very good. So I've already they didn't have the original all-nighter, so this is the all-nighter with vitamin C. Added stuff. Then I've got a lipstick. I've had her lipsticks before and they're really good. This is a Poutsticle lipstick in the tone Berry Banger. Oh no, it's not a lipstick, it's a gloss. Oh, it does look very banging. I don't know why I smell it. Who knows if it smells, but the makeup packaging's all very nice. I've got an eyebrow pencil, which I already own and is running out. I've got the darker one this time because I quite like have a dark brow. I've got a makeup sponge, which I needed one of those, and then I've got the foundation, which I really have found a brilliant foundation, and a little bit goes a long way. I'm tone 175. In fact, I can keep that in the box because I already own that. And then what was this I got? Oh, this was a primer, because the makeup, the MUA who did my makeup trial and will do my makeup on the day said a primer is key. I've previously used primers and things have just slipped off my face because of the primer, but we'll give it a go. So there we go, there's my makeup bits that will keep the makeup on my face for the day, hopefully. But anyway, let's get round to changing these sheets like I promised I would.
And trading black market tins of body beef.
Well, it looks lovely and cosy, doesn't it? And I've put this blanket on. I can't remember where this blanket was from. I've had it years. Can't wait to get in there tonight. Cozy. Did you just make that noise because you saw this book?
Yeah.
Why?
It looks old.
No, it's not old. I got it for Christmas last year. Your mum bought it for me.
Okay.
Right, there's 2 dinner options.
Yeah. Got Christmassy, I'm assuming.
Well, not Christmassy, wintry.
Wintry.
So the first one is lentil shepherd's pie with sweet potato. He's not impressed with that. The next one is winter chilli.
Oh, yeah, winter chilli.
Winter chilli, and then it's got little bits of sweet corn in it.
Definitely winter chilli. Always have a chilli.
So shall I make you a little shopping list so you can go and get the bits to go with this?
Yeah.
Well, we're having winter chilli tonight from Advent. I'm quite looking forward to that.
Nice.
I'll make a list now then, David. Well, I'm having a terrible time with me audiobooks. I've abandoned one almost instantly because I didn't like the narrator. Didn't even really get to much of the story. This second one, which is A White Christmas on Winter Street by Sue Moorcroft, is very, I'm such a poor orphan, but I've really made something of my life. I don't know why I didn't in that accent, it's English. But yeah, it's a bit eye roll, which I do sometimes find women's contemporary fiction eye roll, so I might give up on that. But anyway, cheese and chutney, mango chutney sandwich with some little vegetable crisps on the side. David's going to get the stuff for dinner tonight. I'm going to read another chapter of A Ukrainian Christmas, and this one's all about the Christmas tree. So here we go. I've finished my sandwich and I've finished my book. I've finished A Ukrainian Christmas. It's a whole host of illustrators that work throughout this, and they link them at the back with their, they write about them at the back and put some Instagram links and stuff like that, so I'm going to go and follow them over there. Yeah, I found this super interesting. Pardon me. Super interesting and also super sort of poignant. There's a lot in there about, I mean, the last chapter is about Christmas truces, and in particular the sort of famous Christmas truce that happened in 1914 between the warring German and English soldiers, and the fact that they stopped and played football and sung Silent Night in both different languages and stuff like that. And that sort of links in with the situation that's going on with Ukraine at the moment in terms of a war. Yeah, I found it really interesting. Not only does it sort of focus on Ukrainian Christmas and the traditions and what's built the traditions around that, it also says what's going on in other parts of the world as well. So yeah, very, very interesting. If you're interested in the history of Christmas in not only this particular country, Ukraine, in other countries, then this is very, very good. So yeah, finished a book. I think that might be the first time that I've read and finished a book in one of these Friday reading vlogs. So David's still at the shop. I want to do some wrapping. My whole table over there, my lounge table, is covered in wedding crafts, but I'm going to try and make a little tiny corner of it and then maybe watch something Christmassy and wrap up those books that arrived today. I mean, I could think about wrapping up some other stuff as well, just to get a little bit ahead of the wrapping. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'm going to abandon the audiobook, I think. Just not for me. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this up now on my Instagram and then maybe do a bit of wrapping. Merry Christmas. Oh hey, I've done no wrapping, but David and I have just started watching, and I wonder if anyone else is watching in the UK, The Traitors on iPlayer. Well, it's on BBC, but there's 3 episodes on iPlayer. Mercedes messaged me last night and said, are you watching The Traitors? It's so good. And it's like a reality TV programme where there's 20 people in a Scottish Highland castle, and 3 of them are traitors, and every night they murder someone, and there's £120,000 in the prize pot, which I think that sort of gets eaten into as it goes by, and they've just announced who the traitors are. And it's very, very exciting and interesting, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how the dynamics work out. But yeah, so got that to watch. Just watched half of an episode on David's lunch break. He's now back up doing some work, and I'm going to read a little bit more of Make You Mine This Christmas. I don't know if I am going to do any wrapping today because, like I said, the table we've got over there is completely smothered in wedding crafts at the moment. we're hoping to really do a good chunk of that tonight.
Yeah.
Strictly's on tonight on a Friday. So I'm going to make the chili, and then we're going to eat the chili. Make the chili, eat the chili, and then do some crafting. Also, I'm waiting for it to get dark, because when it's Christmas and I film in front of the Christmas tree, it's in front of the windows, and I need for it to be dark before I film. Otherwise, I'm backlit and it's really awkward. And I wanted to film my birthday book haul, birthday and sort of December book haul, really. And I need to wait for it to get dark before I do that. So, yeah, I think now calls for a little bit more reading, and because I've got the lights around the top of the room, it lights up the room nicely. So yeah, I think I'm going to read a little bit more of Make Your Mind this Christmas, which I'm quite enjoying. Well, the Traitors is absolutely fantastic, wasn't it, David?
Oh my God.
We've just watched the second half of it.
I'd say within about 2 minutes, I was
really good telly. There's 3 episodes on there. I want to watch every episode. I don't know how long it's going to be to wait until the next few episodes. But anyway, David's just told me to hurry up and film. So I'm going to go and film my December and birthday book haul, ready for that to go up. Trying to get a little bit ahead of time with the videos. Then obviously we've got dinner tonight, and Strictly and stuff to do. So I suppose I'll film this. We'll watch another episode. Yeah. I'll make dinner.
Strictly's not until 8.
We'll watch another episode. We'll watch Strictly while we're crafting.
Yeah.
Then we'll do questions and poems. And yeah, so I'm going to go and film now. I am. I had a very good version of Britney Spears' Toxic. It's Britney Spears' birthday today as well, David. Happy birthday,
Happy
B.
birthday, Britney.
Want the taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. Boom, boom. That sort of gear. It's chili con carne time! And if I'm being honest, it's wish I was still watching. Oh my God, these onions are fucking massive. It's wish I was still.
I need one.
Yeah, they're so big. Wish I was still watching the Traitors time, because it's so good. Right, 2 onions, 1 red pepper. David said that he didn't want to help me make dinner because he wanted to. What did you want to do? Play a game?
I'll probably play, yeah.
1 garlic clove. But I said to him, David, the quicker we can get dinner made, the quicker. Oh, just got this. Have we not got any? Oh yeah, this.
I mean, that's not sold it to me.
The quicker we can make dinner, the quicker. Where's the fake mince, Bebe?
In the freezer.
Do you want to get that out? The quicker that we can get back watching the Traitors. Very, very good. Brilliant concept as well, isn't it, David?
Very clever.
Very clever concept. So yeah, so we're going to make winter chili. This is chili sin carne with no meat from Advent. This is what it looks like. Oh, the topping looks amazing. What do you think of that, or do you not feel excited by that?
No, because I just don't like
avocado mixed. That delights me because that means I get whole avocados for myself. Avocado mixed with creme fraiche. I can't wait. And then David's going to have some tortillas in it, but I'm not, because hashtag diabetic life. Trying not to eat carbs with every meal, because hashtag diabetic life. Right, what else have we got here then? I need some stock cubes. I'm a bit worried that these might be out of date. They went out of date on the 3rd. Are stock cubes alright to use? These went out of date
we haven't got a choice,
in January and March.
Oh God.
Have we not got any other stock cubes?
I mean, I wouldn't know.
I thought we had so many. I was like, oh, no, we can't use that, can we? I was going to say, can we use gravy? But we can't really. Or maybe we could. We could use a bit of gravy instead.
Use gravy if you want. I wouldn't keep them tins on that.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, use gravy.
I'll use a little. I'll use half the amount of that we should use, just so we've got a bit of flavoured water in there. They can go in the bin. Normally, if it was a little bit out of date, I probably wouldn't. But I wouldn't be worried. Right. David's also going to be excited because it's got
sweet corn
in it, and he loves sweet corn.
I do love sweet corn.
And it's got chopped tomatoes in it. Help me. Help me. Could you help me? It's this I'm more concerned about. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Well, the chili looks delicious.
Chili-tastic.
I can't really show you it. But you mash, it's the first time I've done this, you mash the avocado with the creme fraiche, and then it's like a really nice topper on it. It's really hot, but it looks and smells delicious. But anyway, we've got to get back to series 1, episode 3 of the Traitors. We've got to. Wow. Wow. We've just finished episode 3 of the Traitors. It's amazing. It's so good, so highly recommend. We're now going to do a few wedding crafts over there. I can't show you the wedding crafts because the people who we're doing the wedding crafts for don't know about the wedding crafts. So we're going to go and do that. Strictly's on in 23 minutes. And then once we've done a Strictly's worth of... Oh, we still got to watch...
Handy P.
Handy P.
Yeah, we'll watch that after this.
Yeah, so we're going to go and craft for a bit. And then it will be time for questions and poems and... Oh! David, you still got to eat your little...
I know, yeah. Once we do
calendar.
crafting.
That might not go on here, that might go on the Instagram. Bye. David's cute little scene, and he's chomped the head and the antlers. Look how sad that looks, David. But yes, the sled is very, very cute. And he made this Christmas tree and I made these. Isn't that cute? But yeah, and he said it was all right. The chocolate. He gave it 6 out of 10. Anyway, that can go over there. I'm sitting in this Christmassy angle with my bed sheet there. Let's move it here so it is a little bit more Christmassy. Oh, that's a really awkward angle. 1 minute, please. I just can't make it. Sorry about the bed sheet in the background, but hey, that's the way. We've got to try and dry the old bed sheets. Right, let's first of all answer the Christmas Carol question. David hasn't thought up an answer for this, so it's just my answer. So the question was, it's the holiday season and instead of spending it with your family, you can disappear into a festive tale of your choice. Which tale do you choose? Now the book in particular isn't a Christmassy book, but the Christmas I'm thinking of is Little Women, because... Oh, he's got one. I'll get him to answer that in a minute. The Little Women Christmas, it's so sort of like warm and full of sort of like good people. And I vividly remember the first line being, Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents, grumbled Joe. And that being me feeling like that as well. But then when watching the film, because it is my favourite film, but also reading the book, like the goodness that those girls and their marmy has in their heart, and how they still celebrate. I mean, their Christmas breakfast and Christmas dinner still sounds pretty bloody good, even though they're supposed to be sort of like holding back a little bit. Yeah, I always think of that Christmas and good people. David!
Yeah.
What's your answer? It's the Christmas season and instead of spending it with your family, you can disappear into a festive tale of your choice. Which tale do you choose?
I'm going into the book Let It Snow.
Yeah, oh yeah, you do love Let It Snow. That is a Christmas story as well.
It's a Christmas story, and I just want to go to the Waffle House and have a little party with them all. Yes,
I forgot about that. Have you read that book as well as watched it?
I have read the book.
Have you read it? Did you watch it first, then read the book?
Yeah, I watched it first.
Oh, right. Well, there we go. Let It Snow by John.
So I'm actually mainly
John
going
Green.
on the film than the book.
Oh, no, well, it's 3 different stories, isn't it? Maureen Johnson, John Green, and
but it's
Lauren
all set
Miracle.
in the same world.
Well, here we go. Then we're on to the poem. So, 2nd of December, we've got Still I Rise by Maya Angelou, which is a great poem. I mean, I don't think it's going to be beaten. Or Napoleon by Miroslav Holub. I'm going to read Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. You ready to listen, David?
Yeah.
Here we go. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust I rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Because I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard? Because I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still like air I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame I rise, up from the past that's rooted in pain I rise. I'm a black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear I rise, into a daybreak that's wondrously clear I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. That's a fantastic poem. Love it so much. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the vlog today. Hopefully you found it a little bit Christmassy. Like I said, there is no Vlogmas this year, but I hope you found a little bit of Christmassiness in watching David open his advent calendar and seeing me change my Christmas bed sheets and reading a Christmas book and stuff. And yeah, I'll see you all again soon for another booktube video. Goodbye!